Welcome everyone to the final episode of the Season 8 Victini News. We started with 16 coaches and ended up with 2, fighting over the title and the right to be called Victini Champion of Season 8. It's Arson against Grandmaster Cake. There could only be one winner. You might already know it, but our Season 8 Victini Division Champion is Grandmaster Cake and the legendary Landerers. Congratulations! What an amazing season, and crowning it with the title while only dropping a single game. Truly incredible. During the finals, he managed to very quickly remove the Concalda from Arson with a smartly planned out Destiny Bond from his Pecherond. With Moltres and Ting Lu both removed as well, we ended up in a 4v4. From there, we saw both walls fighting each other, slowly chipping away the opponent's HP. But both teams had mons who could heal themselves, while putting toxic on the others. Both coaches have seen each other play over these several weeks, and here is where Cake slowly took over. Heal Bell on Mew gave him the edge in this wall against wall, heal against heal fight. It went on for several turns, but it was broken by the Zygarde, critting on the turn Venusaur was trying to break the substitute, ending the stalemate, and from here, with one less mon and Heal Bell in the back, Cake slowly but surely controlled the ending of the fight, switching between the Dunsparce and Mew, dealing enough damage to confirm that Zygarde can take out the Empoleon, which by this time he might have realized it was scarfed. Zygarde defeating Empoleon was the end of the game, as Dragapult was on 4% and Zapdos couldn't take out the rest. The game ended in a 4-0 victory, but even until the end it was a hard-fought match. It was a very enjoyable final to watch, so thank you both for giving us such an intense match. With this, we'll have to say goodbye to Grandmaster Cake, as he will not be able to join Victini with this victory. He has now increased his VDL record to 19-3 in 2 seasons, if we are counting his playoff matches, showing us just how good Terra the Dunsparce truly is. With his performance, me and a lot of others will never disrespect the snake. His handling of Mew was also incredibly good. A Pokemon with an infinite move pool, and he always knew just what to bring. Truly terrifying. And lastly, of course, Iron Valiant, the 20-pointer who just had to sit tight and clean up after the other 2 did their work. Some Iron Valiants fall to Thunderbolts without ever doing damage, but this Iron Valiant helped cement Cake's legacy in Victini. Thank you for participating in this season, and I hope to see you again in Season 9. While Cake is off to higher divisions, I'm not so sure if we will have Arson back either, as his performance might just put him in the same division as Cake next time. Arson has shown us just how defense is the best offense. Throughout this season, he has neutralized a lot of his opponent's threats, and slowly but surely won commanding games. Him only losing 3 games this season speaks to it. If Cake was the inventor of Season 8, Arson was the strategist, building around his team, especially the incredible walls that are Mega Venusaur, Zapdos, Ting Lu, and Terra Conkeldurr. He was switching between each of them, while slowly but surely taking out the opponent's team. Watching all of the Victini games this season, it really felt like as soon as Arson was in a winning position, he never let go and brought it home. Thank you for participating in this season, and as mentioned before, I hope to see you again as well in Season 9. With this, there's only one thing left to deal with in this Victini season. Anon Victini. Let's roll the video. Anon Victini has threatened the Victini division at the beginning of the season, and now they have officially challenged our champion Grandmaster Cake for a final showdown. They want full control of the Victini division, and only Cake can save us. I hope our champion can spot the little hints Anon Victini has built into this introduction to his advantage. So, it's Anon Victini against the legendary Landorus on Thursday, 22 GMT plus 1 or 4 PM EST on Showdown. I hope you can tune in and see what the fate of the Victini division will be. With the challenges laid out, let's take a step back and look at the VDL in full. As mentioned last week, the team working with Victini News all reached the finals of each of their VDL divisions. And guys, it was a clean sweep victory for Victini News. Hina, with the silver A-gear, won Shaman, our beginner division, with the only team that does not have Iron Valiant. She did not need Valiant, as she used Gliscor, Dracovish, Terra Slitherwing, and Charizard Mega Y to deal with most of her opponents. Fort Darkscale and his Roaring Knights won Mew, our highest division. His smart thinking and playstyle got him to the finals, where he took down the Rain team for a second time. And speaking of second times, this is the second time since I've been a part of the VDL that the Rain team ranked first during the regular season and only lost in the finals. Joe Rubin did it first, and now Ford did it again. And speaking of doing it again, our Jirachi Wi-Fi Division champion is Tom, with his Central Coast Clovitzes. He can now call himself a two-time VDL champion, the first one ever. Someone needs to stop this guy, or he's taking all the first records. You wanna know how the matches went? Well, you'll have to find out this week, as Vortex will be watching the full playoffs for the Showdown division, while the Jirachi division watch party has already happened. I'll see if I can put the VOD into the description, so tune in and check out the watch party this week. And I'm here to update you all on some news regarding all of the VDL and how the future is looking. As mentioned before, the Showdown division will have their watch party this week. With CA released and Pokemon Champions coming early 2026, we will go into a longer off-season. This does not mean there will be no content. Vortex and Matt are currently doing their Generation Nuzlocke race on Twitch. Sometime during this week, we will announce our first off-season competition. I hope to see some familiar faces in it. The second off-season competition is currently still in planning, and you will hear about it in the near future. When exactly, I can't tell you. But just know the season might be over, but the VDL is still continuing. And for our last announcement, it's a big one. The PUDL and the VDL are merging. You might have already heard it or came from the PUDL after the announcement in their server. And hopefully we can welcome all the different coaches and build an even bigger community. For you guys in the VDL, nothing really will change. But I will also introduce our newest moderator and longtime VDL player, AP, who is handling the merger. And if there are any new informations regarding it, he will let you guys know. The merger takes some time and we want to make sure that it goes smoothly, so don't expect immediate news. Our off season is a bit longer to also deal with this whole merger to make sure everything is working perfectly when we go to season 9. And I'm excited to see new faces face off against our veteran coaches. With this, we are slowly coming to the end of Season 8 Victini News. I just want to thank everyone for their feedback. It truly warmed my heart seeing everyone's reaction to Victini News. It wasn't something I had planned when we started to talk about Season 8. But I'm happy I did it. And I also want to announce that Victini News will continue in Season 9. This season was a trial to see everyone's reaction and for myself to see how a different kind of recap could work. We in the VDL moderation team will use this season and this experience to see how we could improve all of the VDL for Season 9. But for now, I'll bid you all goodbye. Stay safe, stay healthy, and until next season, this was Victini News. Good night.